It's absolutely disgusting.
Mud and puddles.
Joey, oi! It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I'm nervous to have a reaction. I literally haven't had skin like this in...
How has phase 1 gone as my husband?
I can't even speak. Whacking some of this. Good morning. Good day. Good day. Hello. Oh, is that a bit... Why do I do this? Why can't I just be normal? Oh my gosh, right, okay, let's do this. Hello, good day. Excuse any mess that you might be able to see in the background. We are in the middle of, we are just starting to do some work in my bedroom. So I've had to bring almost everything I possibly could out of my bedroom. I think I've positioned the camera well enough so that you can't really see it, fingers crossed, but there is so much stuff around me. We're just gonna have to live with that, just accept it. So today is I've just completed week 4 of the AIP reset phase 1. I've been really restricted in what I can eat for 4 weeks, eating loads of the foods that I can eat, which is all good. Do you know what? Week 4 has actually been quite challenging. Sorry, excuse my attire as well. I'm about to go out for a run. We've got a day of blue sky for the first time in a long time, and I'm just buzzing to get out into the sun. So I thought I'd just check in with you before I go. I've actually struggled a bit this week. Now, this might be TMI if you don't want to hear about girly monthly hormones, then just skip this. But essentially this week's been like ovulation week. So it's the first time on this reset that I've ovulated. And I know most women are really lucky and have a lovely time around that ovulation period and they feel so energized. But unfortunately for me, it's a little bit like just before my period, in that I get fatigue. So I get ovulation fatigue, I'll get a breakout of spots. I sometimes do get a little bit of cramping and I sometimes do get bloating. So unfortunately, I have it twice every month where I feel like that, which is just really frustrating. And I know I checked in with you when I was on my period during this reset phase, and I really struggled with fatigue big time. And I had the month before, and it feels like it's just been getting worse recently. And I struggled massively, but it was nearer the start of the reset, so I was naturally going through the more challenging time of this reset, because they say weeks 1 to 2 is really hard where you're adjusting to the diet, and then week 3 and 4 you start to feel more energized. Well, week 4 hasn't quite felt how I hoped it would, and I think it's because of my ovulation. So I did feel really tired and fatigued, and I have had a bit of a breakout of spots. However, my breakout is so much better. Well, I think it's so much better than it was. You can probably see yeah, spot there, spot come up here, and I don't know. So I'm in two minds about, do I keep going with the elimination phase and make that a bit longer before I start reintroducing foods, or do I just start reintroducing foods? I do still feel like massively a lot better around my tummy, a lot less bloating, and I do generally feel more energized, but I am looking forward to having some foods back in my diet. Mainly, yeah, dark chocolate, which I've probably said so many times. It'd be nice to be able to have eggs, rice, partly so I can have my coconut milk, which has got rice in. There's a few things that I'm really looking forward to trying. Anyway, I'm blabbing. Got a busy day. I need to go for a run. I've got a 15-kilometre run. I'm going to drive to Bradford on Avon, and I'm going to run along the canal there. I'll take my phone with me, but I won't take the camera. I'm just going to take it easy. I've never run this far before, so it's exciting. I'm glad I'm doing it. Whew. Oh. No. No, no, no. 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 I've left my headphones. Surely not. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I've got to run 15k without headphones. Oh, jeez. Definitely not in. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. I literally hate running without headphones. I mean, it's boring for starters. Oh, wow, is it? Maybe it's a good challenge. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. Sorry, I keep looking at me on the phone and not the camera. Sorry. This is what happens when you film on your phone. I'm just gonna have to take you guys with me, and you're gonna have to keep me entertained. Okay, just gotta put my big girl pants on and do 15k without headphones. Oh, okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, catch you in a bit. Making a start, and the path is absolutely disgusting. So my friend did warn me, and I still decided to come anyway. So it's going to make for a very slow 15k. Sorry, I was just jumping puddles and mud. So it's going to be slow. I just stopped. I don't normally stop, but I have stopped because I just wanted to take my jacket off, change over my water because I had the second one in the back and I'd drunk one of these already. Just trying to stay hydrated to keep me going, because I know it's probably not very far for a lot of people, but 15k is like the furthest I've ever ran, so it's so beautiful. So I am taking it really slow and just enjoying it and taking it all in. It's just so gorgeous. And then also I'm taking it slow because I've never ran on a path quite as bad as this. Like, the puddles and the mud is just relentless. And so far I've tried to keep my feet relatively dry, but I might get them a bit wet now going back and just try and care a little bit less, because it's just really hard trying to dodge all the puddles. So yeah, I think once my feet are wet, they're wet, so maybe I should just do it and run through the puddles rather than dodging them all the time. So yeah, it's making it a bit stop-start doing that as well. And other runners are running past me and just going straight through them. So I'm just thinking maybe I need to just man up a bit and just run straight through them and be like all the other runners. I probably won't get my camera out for the second half and just try and make it a good 7.5k left and pick up the pace a bit. So wish me luck. This is evidence of what I was running through. Mud and puddles and mud and puddles. My feet are pretty wet now. Absolutely gross. Back of my legs are so bad. Back in the car, I completed my 15-kilometer run. You probably just see my feet. They got absolutely plastered. My feet are soaking wet, and I didn't bring a spare pair of socks or shoes, so I'm gonna have to drive home with soaking wet feet, which is pretty gross. I do have someone waiting for my parking space, so just keep this brief. But yeah, I picked up the pace on my way back, but then I got my insights and it said I ran too fast. That's on the runner app, if you know what I mean. And it says my pace was too fast for this run, so it was like, next week go slower. But then I just sometimes find when I go really slow on these long runs, then when it asks me to pick up the pace, I really struggle with that because I settle in with a slower pace, and then that becomes my norm. And I'm gonna get going, go home and get showered. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's the Aquarius new moon solar eclipse, and there is a giant ring. So here's my breakfast today. I just whacked together a few things that was in the fridge and freezer. So we've got butternut squash and sweet potato that I've done in the air fryer, mixed with tuna, avocado and spinach, and some extra virgin olive oil and salt. It is nearly 7:30 in the morning, and I am on day 31 of the AIP phase 1. So yesterday was my official 30 days. I didn't film because I just ran out of time basically, and the house is upside down because we're redoing some stuff in my bedroom. So I say we, my husband's redecorating my bedroom. So my stuff is everywhere, so it's not as motivating to get the camera out because there's just mess everywhere. But yes, at 30 days yesterday I made it. And that is excluding the first 2 days where I then had chocolate cake. So that is going from Monday the 19th of January, so proper 30 days. Today I am going to reintroduce some dark chocolate. I have been waiting for this day every day. I said day a lot of times there. I've been waiting for this day every single day. And yesterday I thought, it's 30 days, should I try it today? I thought, no, just wait, just have patience. So I am going to have some dark chocolate today. I'm going to the office, so that's going to make it more difficult to record. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'll let you know how it goes. I've been reading up on the reintroduction phase, and it's not that straightforward. You have to be really slow and patient. You've got to allow like 3 to 5 days before you consider reintroducing something else, just because you can have delayed reactions, most likely in spots. Bloating, for me, I know is going to be relatively more obvious, but I think acne will probably be like a couple of days after. Sorry, I'll just bring you closer. Okay. So in terms of inflammation in my face, I do think I've lost some inflammation in my face, particularly around here. This is where I felt really particularly puffy and just all around here, and my spots were sort of really breaking out around here. And I have had a breakout both during my period and both around ovulation. The only thing that's frustrating me is I've had this spot on my cheek under the skin since before I started this, and it just won't budge, and I've literally never had that before. It is getting better, I think, but yeah, I don't really know what to do about it. It's just, yeah, maybe I need to exfoliate a bit more. I don't really use much exfoliation, so yeah, maybe I need to do that, but that's really stubborn. This was my last spot that came up, and then the rest is just scarring, just little red scarring. There's not even bumps or anything, it's literally just scarring. So considering my skin's doing amazing, so yeah, I am really happy with that. So it's just a shame about the scarring here, and this little stubborn spot. I will let you know how chocolate goes and check in with you later. Why do I talk so slowly? Okay, a little update. You will have seen me earlier eating some chocolate, which was so exciting, and I just wanted to come on here just to talk about it. I'm so glad I'm eating chocolate. No immediate reactions, nothing noticeable, so we'll just see how that goes and see if I feel anything or get any spots in the next couple of days, and I'll just continue to have some. And I just thought I would show you a couple of bits that I got from Scoop, the shop in Bath that they do sort of refillables and lots of eco-friendly and plastic-free products. So I've been loving Scoop, so I just pop in now on my lunch break if there's something we need. I'd quite happily go in there and just buy almost everything they have, but I'd literally spend a fortune if I did that, and I can't do that, so I'm restricting myself a lot. But topped up on some coconut flakes, love their coconut flakes, and me and my husband were just eating them in the car, and they are literally so good. So coconut flakes, how much were they? They were about £2, £1 something for that. I'd already had the jar, so it was just for the coconut flakes. And then I bought another jar and filled it up with some freeze-dried raspberries, because I wanted some of these when I started the AIP diet, as this is apparently a snack you can have, sort of freeze-dried fruit. And I couldn't find any online that looked that good price-wise and what was in it and all of that, and I'd have to spend a fortune on postage. So yeah, when I saw these in the shop, I thought, well, I've got to get some, and oh my gosh, I've eaten all of that in the car journey home. My husband came to pick me up from the office today in Bath because the trains were a bit funny and they were being cancelled and delayed and all that, so he very kindly came and picked me up. And then I refilled this jar, extra virgin olive oil. That was quite expensive. Olive oil, £9.50. The raspberries, oh, they were actually quite expensive. They were £9, £8.40, sorry. These were £8.40, which is actually quite expensive, but they taste so good. I've got a refilled toothpaste, that was £3. So I had this before and just refilled it. This is a really good toothpaste. It tastes amazing, and it's really good for a more natural toothpaste. And it's with organic mint, rose and ginseng. SLS free, fluoride free, cruelty free and vegan. Yeah, so I got all of that. And then the treat of the day, the big treat of the day, I got the Divine 85% cocoa, 85% cocoa, Divine exquisitely smooth dark chocolate. And you saw me trying it, and oh, it just tastes so good. I was watching a video that was talking about different dark chocolates available in the shops and the better and worse ones, and there are some, such as green and blacks, which apparently aren't as great when it's been tested. I can't recall all the facts. They said Divine's really good. And then, so I've just been in here. I've just been saging. We got these 3 frames from my old office, and yeah, the pictures are really old and gross. I wanted the frames for some posters, so yeah, I got the 3 frames. Ignore my slipper. It's impossible to keep anything tidy with 2 dogs in this house. But yeah, got the 3 frames. So I've just been saging them. Bits and bobs. Can't speak. That pretty much sums up all my bits and bobs for the day. And I'm going to make some dinner, which will be nice. So currently today is 20th of February, and it's day 3 of me having reintroduced dark chocolate or cacao into my diet. So there's no dairy in it. I had some Montezuma's dark chocolate on Wednesday and all fine, no issues. And then yesterday I had one of these like cacao drinks. If you've heard of it, it's this ceremonial grade cacao, which sounds a bit fancy, but it's basically just like really lovely quality cacao. I had that yesterday and absolutely fine still, no issues, no spots have come up. My skin's actually doing so well, even my scarring's going down now, so I look a lot less spotty, a full stop, and I've not had any new spots crop up. I'm going to have another one of these now, and hopefully day 3 of having the chocolate, hopefully all good. Joey, oi, off. I've got myself for breakfast avocado, tuna and cucumber with some extra virgin olive oil and a pinch of salt, which just makes all the difference. I've got my cacao drink here, and I've got it in a takeaway mug because I'm hoping to eat this and then pop out quite quickly. So I just thought if I take it in this, I don't have to rush it. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this and I'll catch you later. Sorry if this looks a little bit gross, but I just wanted to see if I could try and show you this, if it will focus. Can you see on the top, that is my cacao drink, right? And on the top there, you can see those little bubbles. They are oil bubbles, and it's the natural oils that come from the cacao. That is how you can tell you've got a good quality cacao. So a little tip for you there. Just thought I'd show you because I feel like you can sort of see it quite well. Just out walking the dogs, and yeah, it has been over 30 days and I've started my chocolate, as I've been saying, but I feel like I haven't given you a proper update on how I'm feeling. It's been a bit of a roller coaster because I did have a breakout of spots in week 2 because I came on my period, and then again in week 4 because of ovulation. But in between those phases, I didn't have any breakouts, and since ovulation, I'm due on literally today, tomorrow, and like all my spots have gone, and my scarring's massively improved as well, because I did have, you can still see a little bit, that really stubborn spot. That was from before I even started the AIP diet. But my spots have gone. I haven't got any at the moment, and my scarring's like almost completely gone. I have, in the past week, my husband did get me an LED mask, and I have been using that, which has, I think, helped with the scarring, because I've always struggled to shift my scarring, and I am using skincare products that help. But I don't want to overload my skincare routine because I sometimes think too much is too much. And I'm actually really glad that I've stopped doing skincare in the mornings. The only thing I'll use in the morning is my like caffeine solution for my under eyes, because I was having really bad under eyes, and so I've got that to help with puffiness and dark circles, and then just moisturiser with some SPF in. So I've been using that in the mornings, but that's it. I haven't been cleansing and breaking my skin barrier, so then all the creams and serums that I'm using the night before are actually sinking in and then doing what they're supposed to do. And I know there'll be a lot of people out there who will say, oh no, you need to clean your skin twice a day with all these products, but I think it breaks my skin barrier too much, and I actually think it's worse, and I've got quite dry, sensitive skin, so I just don't think I need to do that. Oh my gosh, the sun's come out. It's raining, but the sun's come out. There'll be a rainbow somewhere. I can't see one. In terms of how I'm actually feeling though, I have been getting really tired, but I sort of think, oh, maybe I need to eat something, but then I'm not really sure what to eat because I don't have very many good snacks. And I'm also getting a little bit bored because there's not much variety in what I can eat. So I'm starting to eat the same meals repeatedly. What are you looking at? Both having a wee? Yeah, so I'm starting to eat like the same meals all the time because I'm just not very inspired. But every time I do eat, I then feel really good again, which is great. And then like in the mornings, I wake up and I feel so good. You know, my stomach feels flatter, less bloated, less painful, and I do generally feel a lot better. I feel like I can move a lot easier, and I know that might sound really strange, but I feel like I can move my body a lot easier, which also helps. I don't know what just happened then. which also helps when I'm exercising and running and stuff. I just feel a bit more agile and mobile. Agile, is that the right word? I think it is, and mobile. I do think I have reaped a lot of benefits from doing this, and I'm starting to reintroduce foods. I am nervous about reintroducing some foods, like I'm nervous to have a reaction, but I know I'm going to have to in order to know. And there might just be some things I don't opt to reintroduce. I'm not going to go out of my way to try because I don't normally have those foods. This weekend I'm going to try ghee because I used to love cooking with ghee. It's kind of like a butter, but it's not got the same amount of dairy or something in it. I don't know, look it up. It's really popular over in India. It's great to cook in, and it's a bit like how people cook with butter, but it's better, it's healthier for you than butter. So yeah, I'm going to use ghee first, and then I'm going to try black pepper because I'd quite like to have some black pepper in my diet. So they're going to be a couple of the first things I try. Oh, look at that sun. My gosh, it's like coming in and out of the clouds. I don't know where it is. Is it behind me? Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh, there's my dog wondering what I'm doing. Where's Joey? Oh my gosh, what a state. What a state. That is awful. Sit up. I'm excited to start having foods again, but also really nervous to have adverse reactions. I don't want to have a big breakout in spots. I'm beside myself at how my skin is at the moment. So I literally haven't had skin like this in over a couple of years. Like normally I've got at least one spot going, okay, I know that one's there, but it doesn't count. It doesn't count. So I'm really, really, really happy. I mean, every day at the moment I'm going to my husband, look at my skin, or I'm going, can you see anything? And basically asking for compliments because I'm beside myself with excitement and joy. And yeah, my stomach's feeling great. I'm feeling great. I have been feeling fatigue more than I have previously. I know I'm getting plenty of good foods in my diet, so it can't be all that bad. But I kind of think it'd be good to see if I need some dairy or maybe some better carbs. Like, might be really good to get some rice back in my diet, but they do say it's one of the last things to reintroduce. All a matter of time, and yeah, and I'll leave it there. That probably won't make the cut.
Joey.
How has phase one gone as my husband?
Yeah, alright.
Have you been enjoying the meals?
Oh yeah, I've actually had, to be fair. I think I've lost a bit of weight.
It feels very different to what I've experienced. Oh, this is so boring.
No, I don't think I've actually said that once. It's the portion sizes have been pretty small, which is fine. I don't think I've said it's been boring once actually. They've been more interesting than the salmon dish you used to cook before it.
I've still been doing that, just without the rice.
Yeah, but you've been adding like sweet potato, which is way more interesting than just rice with no flavouring, salmon and broccoli.
Yeah, but how do you make rice more interesting?
I don't know, adds some flavour, I suppose. Just like put into perspective how bland that salmon dish was.
What have you made of the avocado oil?
Yeah, I quite like it with the rice. Like when I fry it up with rice up with it, it's actually quite nice.
Okay. What's been your favourite thing about my AIP diet?
That I've lost a bit of weight. It's quite blue, isn't it? Do you want to change the
Yeah.
white balance? If you go into the function,
No, I'm not.
oh, I'm so dark.
Yeah, but I'm so white.
Well, just shine a bit of your whiteness over here to light me up.
Come closer. You're fine, it's fine. It's just because it's getting dark, I have to turn this off in a minute. What's been your least favourite thing about...
Turn the ND filter off, actually.
What's the ND filter?
So go into your functions.
Oh,
Now you
What?
can show the difference. Hey, this is ND filter on versus ND filter off.
no one cares. What is your least favourite thing about my phase 1 AIP diet? Like the elimination phase?
The fact that it makes it difficult to like eat out. In terms of like when we were out the other day, it was just really difficult. It's just like
Yeah. And it's
Can't
awkward,
eat.
what do you say?
it's awkward,
Without people thinking you're making a big fuss.
or about people thinking you're on this like really hippy dippy diet. Where
Oh
it's,
god, yeah.
so that's probably
Maybe
the
they just
worst
don't
bit.
get
But
it.
other than that, it's really not like affected me too much. I mean, I've got a massive sweet tooth, so it's probably been good that we've got loads of stuff in here. But then I haven't actually like stuck to the diet like you have. Like
No.
I've eaten different things.
Have you had any takeaways from it? Or not really? Like, has it made you think more about what you eat?
Yeah, it probably has.
Like, in terms of, like, processed foods, like preservatives, additives?
Yeah, but I feel like we were already on that path anyway.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. We were eating a lot of fresh food.
I got long COVID.
That's nice. That's nice for the camera. Is there anything else in the AIP diet? Do you know what? I'm so bright on the camera because my skin is glowing because of the AIP diet.
You're actually overexposed somehow.
Yeah.
Turn the ISO down.
No, it's selling the AIP diet. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Is there anything else?
A picture.
Babe! Stop!
It hasn't really affected me that much. I do quite like the meals that you've been cooking. I can see how other partners wouldn't. But I've been trying to like sort my nutrition out for a little while, so it's actually kind of helpful that you're doing something as extreme as this. That looks so blue, but then it's quite grey and stuff outside. So.
Yeah. Wrap it up there then.
Yes.
Oh, tracking cancel? Oh. It's tracking my eye. Oh, I hate talking to the camera when you're here. Oh, what day am I even on? Oh, bloody hell. It's nearly the end of week 5 and I've reintroduced dark chocolate, and then over the past couple of days I've reintroduced ghee. Oh, I can't even speak. Ghee is one of the first things to reintroduce on the AIP diet, and they say it's better to reintroduce this before then trying butter, before then trying other dairy. Today's my 3rd day reintroducing it, so I'm just cooking quite a late lunch. It's about 20 to 3. So I'm just heating up some food in the air fryer, and I'm gonna whack in some of this instead of avocado oil. Oh. yeah, really excited about that. So far, it's been absolutely fine. I thought it would be, but it has been absolutely fine. The camera just died, but we're back. So what was I saying? The other thing I just wanted to show you is I've just been at my mum's and I haven't actually got any coconut oil, and I haven't been using coconut oil throughout this elimination phase, but it is a really good oil to use because you can have coconut oil, but I just haven't bought it. But I was thinking it would be nice to get a good coconut oil to cook with. I was at my mum's and we were looking in her cupboard, looking at all her honey, and I saw her coconut oil, and in my first video I bought some things from Buy Whole Foods online, and I was talking a little bit about them, and they're just a really good company online, and they sell some really good food. And I saw her organic extra virgin coconut oil, and I said, oh, I'm going to get some from them because I do need some. And she just goes in her cupboard and gets me out a whole new coconut oil jar, which is really generous of her. But I think I literally mentioned in my first video how my mum and I are weird. I'll always come away from staying with her with some sort of goodies, but our idea of goodies is oil. So I think last time she gave me extra virgin olive oil, and this time she's like giving me coconut oil, which I thought was quite funny. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that. So I'm going to use some ghee to cook my veggies with. Oh, this isn't coming out very quickly. Hopefully that's enough. Also got some parsnips to add. I'm gonna have to put that in for a minute to melt the ghee and then stir it all around. Before I put that on, the next thing I've decided to reintroduce, which I might start tomorrow, is black pepper. I'd also bought these wild oil of oregano with black seed oil supplements, but I couldn't have them because it's got black pepper extract in, so I haven't had them, and I would like to start taking them. So yeah, I want to introduce black pepper next.